There are many things to understand before getting into Warhammer. This video will serve as a primer for the very basics. I will not be getting into individual Primarchs or anything similar in this video. Only the bare minimum. Things like what the Chaos Gods and what the Warp is. And probably about the Emperor, too. So, more things will be covered as I make more videos. This will ideally just serve as a description of what to expect. More humor will probably be in the next video, as I'm not particularly funny at 4 a.m., which is at the time I'm writing this. So, the Warp is a soup of human and alien souls, as well as said beings' emotions they experienced when they were alive. It is the main source of humanity's travel across the galaxy, and is hella finicky. If you fuck up anything at all, there is a good chance you will either die to the demons who reside there, I will get to them in a second, go insane, or go forward in time, or in some rare cases, even backwards. To explain the demons I mentioned before, I will now explain the Chaos Gods. For the main reason I didn't just jump straight into the main event I wanted to, the Horus Heresy. The Chaos Gods. Inside of the Warp, there are 4 major, incredibly powerful entities, which is what most know as the Chaos Gods. These 4 entities are known as Khorne, Slaanesh, Nurgle, and Tzeentch. Anytime anything that I mention that they are the god of becomes stronger or happens, they become stronger as well. Khorne is the god of rage, blood, and skulls. He and his groups are the poster boys of Warhammer. If you have heard Blood for the Blood God at any point before, there is a great shot it was a reference to Khorne or his lackeys. Slaanesh is the god of excess, be it pleasure or pain. His followers are always seeking more, be it as a pleasure or pain, or just in general excess, be it like resources. They just want more. That's their whole thing. I must have more. Nurgle is the god of rot, plague, and death, and is one of the only chaos gods who will not actively fuck you for just following him. His whole MO is why we gotta do that when you're more useful to me, when you're useful and not dead. But to be fair, he does do it a good bit too. He's better for a chaos god than the others, but chaos god will still fuck you regardless. Tzeentch is the resident Cthulhu type god. He is a god of change and sorcery, as well as these 2 things. He loves extraordinarily complicated plans. I don't know much about him, I'm not gonna lie, so this is where I'm gonna end this section. So, the Emperor is a bit of a fun case, because he is the Emperor, he is GW's, or Games Workshop's, kind of golden boy, quite literally. He wears golden armor, he has a flaming sword, but despite wearing the fit that he does, of the golden armor and the flaming sword, he did not want to be called a god. This is something that is incredibly important to his character in the Heresy, which is something, it's what leads a lot of the Primarchs down to Heresy. But he is... It's highly debated. There's several different sources that say where he came from, how he was created. My favorite is that he's 10 shamans in a trench coat. A bunch of shamans did a blood ritual and created psychers, who were like the mages. A bunch of who were like early mages. And they all got together, did a blood ritual, and they all combined and turned into the Emperor. That's my favorite theory. It's what I stuck with for the rest. It's going to stick with the rest of the time. So, not much else to be said. I hope you enjoyed whatever little I created here. Not much, honestly. But, I hope you enjoyed. I'll probably put out the Ulanor video soon. I'll see you, bro.